Good morning, my love. How are you? Okay, where are we? April 11th, and it is a Saturday. And oh my gosh, I love this energy. I feel so incredibly excited in this energy. It's totally new. I don't know, too, if like something's really, really drastically changing. And I don't know if it's just like with the weather or something, but it's just there's a new alignment, kind of like how I've let you guys know that when you sleep facing the east, you're going to sleep better. And if you ever have sleep problems, that's the first thing you have to see. You have to make sure your head, your face is facing east. If you are, 99% of the time, you're going to be able to sleep just from making that change. Although I don't really know 99, like I've really done the test or something. I mean, come on. But anyway, yeah, don't jump to anything else before you at least first try, moving your bed, even if it puts it in an awkward position. But everything is to bring quick changes like this in our lives right now, where it's just beautiful. I'm just seeing people like talking more, thinking about each other more, believing that we can come together. I don't know if something's happening just where, and it could be that thing that just like pushes you to the edge, where then you're just forced to try to come up with solutions and do something. Like when you, like, as so many people know, when your bank account does finally get to zero and then it's going into the backwards, you snap into a different kind of position. And right now, when you snap into those kind of positions, like the solutions are there and the thing you need is there and the people are showing up. So it's also that the energy is kind of magical in so quickly bringing you exactly what you need. And it's exciting because it's where these places that just have not been moving are now just really, really going to get moving. And it's bringing things so different that it can kind of be shocking for a lot of people. This again is great because then we'll spread this energy, because when you're really down and out, that's when you humble and you start looking for help and looking for support and looking for what is the antithesis of what you got going on right now. It's when you're like, help me, and it's so interesting because that is what is so written in most humans is, and, for good programming reasons, but wanting to be saved or I feel like I'm kind of like merging into several things right now, and it's kind of almost confusing me. Like, wait, were we finished, or am I still waiting for something? I feel like I was just talking about something, but I also feel like I'm in a really different space now. Kind of like expect that things will move quickly around you. And it's just kind of like, this is part of what the energy is right now. There's a lot of change. And what it means is a lot of other people are changing too. And as they quickly change, then you have to change. And then this has to change. And then this has to change. So there's something about kind of keeping up with, now we're over here and we're talking about this. And then something just abruptly happens and now you're over here and we're talking about this. It could be too that a lot of people have a lot of things to be talking about. There's just stimulating ideas are percolating about, and it's really coming from these base energies that are changing within us that really kind of started in this week. In this week, actually, we're coming to the end of this week when all these monumental changes are happening with us. But let's see. Okay, so I actually wanted to keep this short. Maybe that's me too. I'm like, come on, let's go, next room. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, okay. Oh, so be aware that you have a lot of power to create the stories of what you do want. So expect to be clear with your boundaries, even like what I was just showing you right there of like, you know what, let's make this short and quick today because I've got all these other things I want to do for myself. The energy has that right now. So expect that it can feel like people are selfish, or you can always just want to think those kind of lowly things, but respect that people right now are really speaking through their boundaries from places of self-love, from places of honoring themselves and being like okay with being abrupt and just leaving a situation and just going on and just disconnecting just like that. See that that's actually a very empowered thing to do. And like I said, we can always go lowly and make somebody wrong and make somebody bad, but recognize that's just you maybe wishing you could do the same thing. So expect people to be showing that and to see that that's actually a really good thing. We need to choose for ourselves. And if that's part of what you're learning right now, because honestly, I remember, being a Pisces, that was so much a part of me really finding home with myself again, was saying no and just then moving on and not then worrying about how they were going to process it and worrying about if I've upset them and worrying about if now I've let them down and worrying about what this could mean and worrying about da da da. And like now it's just like if I don't feel it, I'm like no. And I'm also too, if there's ever any reason to bring it back and tie it together and take it to another level, I'm 100% ready for that. But right now my body's like, nope. And I'm going to honor that. And feeling this energy that we're in today, I definitely relate to how I used to be and now how awesome I am. Having the power to use my voice and to believe that I can choose for these other things that ultimately are coming from the voice of my body and not the voice of my mind that I'm being led to do because you're supposed to do this and that's what's expected of you and this is how it's done. Kind of like what we talked about yesterday, with social media, and you're supposed to do this and you got to work for algorithms and you got to pay for program or promoting all these things that you're just like forced to do. And it's kind of like we need to find our true unique voices in the creation of our own lives, in saying, nope, that's not good enough for me. Nope, that's not going to work for me. No, I think I want it to be this other way. What about if I work towards this other way where actually my life feels a lot more supportive and abundant to me? So choose for you and expect to see other people do it too. A part of the lesson could be, again, in not being affected by others changing where you are because they make changes too. So understand that they need to do this, respect them that they need to do this, and find the way to shift along with it, still knowing that you're only getting to the best position, that this isn't about you being a loser, that this isn't about you getting less than, that this isn't about they're going to get and you're not going to get. That's the old world vibration that we're kind of trying to shift out of mentally right now, always kind of making it into this or that, the A or the B. And instead, like, it is what it is, Life always, it is what it is. And fortunately, it can get better if you're more loving and patient and honoring with what it is. As all of you are being called to be with the coronavirus, right? It is what it is. There's nothing you can do but do it. But now it's like we have to figure out how to do it the best way for us. And to put us all on house arrest is beautiful for this inner work journey. actually. So I think I'm going to go because I wanted to make this short today. I want to allow this day to just bring you what it is to, and for my piece of it to be smaller than 15 minutes. Okay, but I love you, and I will see you next week. Okay, have a beautiful Saturday. Okay, bye.